Hi guys, Brittany with America Scores again. So we are coming close to the end of our summer writing lessons. And for today's writing lesson, we're actually going to do a little bit different. So we're not going to do poems today. We're not going to do types of speech. We're actually going to do something called writing a pitch. So when you get to our middle school program, we do something called One Hen, or it's where you build your own business. And a big part of that project is pitching a product to someone to A, get them to buy it, or to get them to fund you to give you the money to make that product. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to teach you kind of what a pitch is, how to come up with a product, and how to come up with how to talk about that product. Okay? So as always, we're going to ask, what is a pitch? Because this is a big thing you need to define. So a pitch is to present or advertise something. It's simple as that. It is where you tell somebody about something that you made, something that you want them to do, something you want them to see, something that you want them to buy, and you advertise it to them. You talk about the good things, you talk about the price, you talk about where it's from and how it's made, and you hope that they're going to sit across from you, have this conversation, and end up buying from you, end up investing in your business for you, end up going somewhere for you. That's an idea of a pitch. So what we need to do is, what product are you pitching? So that's a big question of this is, what are you pitching? We need to come up with a product. Usually when you do this project with us, that's over a few days, but we're going to come up with a quick product now. So the idea of here is to think of something that, basically, what is something that will help you, your family, or your community? So I want you to take a second, I want you to pause the video, and I want you to think, what is something that we need? It could be something big and grand, whether that's something in the community you need. It could be something in your house you need. Maybe you lose your mask. Every time you go out, you forgot to take your mask with you again. So maybe you need something that clips your mask to your belt so you don't lose it. Or maybe you lose your remote. I'm always losing the remote. I can never find it. I would love to have someone invent for me something that beeps when I can find my remote. Don't know why we don't have that yet. Probably is a product somewhere, but I have not found it. But that's something these are some just idea of a product you come up with. Since we're not actually, right now, we're just going to pitch it. We're not actually going to make it. You can kind of think grand, but it's probably easier to think of something simple that you actually could make. When you do One Hen with us, you actually do make the product and you sell it. So it has to be something on a smaller level. So we're going to ask some questions to kind of come up with what the product is. First of all, is it easy to make? So you need to think about this, especially if you're going to make it. Is it something you can make? Is it something that you have the products for? Is it something that you physically can do, someone can help you with? Or is this going to be like a really big thing? Or is this going to be something that's really hard to make? So think about, is it easy to make? Is it something you can do? Then I want you to think, is it fun to make? Because if you're going to make a product and you're going to sell the product, you got to be invested in the product. You got to want them to buy it, which means you have to want to have fun with the product. So it's going to be a big part of it. Is it fun to make? Or are you going to make one, get really tired, not want to make anymore, and then it's going to be really hard to sell because you just aren't into it? What material will you need to make it? Is this made something, like if you're making bracelets, do you need beads and string? If you're making, a clip for your mask, do you need clips? Do you need something that, the metal or something that you need to make it? Think about what the materials you need to make, so you can maybe think of how much it would cost you, because what it be liked by your, first question, will it be liked by your family, your friends, or you specifically? Is this something people are going to want to buy? Is your family going to want it? Is your friends going to want it? Do you want to buy it? Because if you're going to try to sell it to someone, you got to want to buy it first. And then what could it sell for? Or what is the price point? So as we talked about the materials you need to make it, that helps you figure out how much it's going to cost, because then you figure out how long it's going to make. That's another part of the easy to make situation. If it's easier to make, it won't take as long, so you don't charge as much for your labor. If it takes a long time, that's when labor gets more. That's a whole kind of a very basic look of how people charge for labor. There's a lot more that goes into that, but that's what we're going to talk about for now. But that gives you an idea of, what do you want to sell it for? How much does the materials make? How long does it take you to make? It helps you figure out how much you're going to sell it for. So now that we have a product, you've sat down, you thought about something, you figured out something that you can maybe make or something you can do in the future, we're going to prepare to pitch our product. So a big part of this, when you're pitching your product, is either you're pitching it to someone to buy it, or you're pitching to someone to invest in you. We're going to pitch today for someone to buy it. So what we're going to do is answer some questions about our product and prepare for the pitch. So on a piece of paper, I want you to think for a second. I want you to write these down as we go, because you're going to need them later when I do the practice pitch with you. So what is your business name? This is a big part of it. Now, you might not have thought about in your product, but take a second, pause the video, and think about, what would you call your business? When you make a product, you are a business. You're making something. So what is the business name? Does it have to do with the color of your product? Does it have the type of product? Does it have to do with who buys it, where it's sold? Try to think of something fun and catchy so that when someone sees it or thinks of it, they think of your business. So your product is what? What is your product? That's a simple question. Just rally people. What is your product? So what is your product made with? So again, when we talked about it before, you came up with the materials. So put it in a kind of sentence. Just write one sentence. What is it made with? Who is it made by? The product is made by who? Is it made by you? Do you have to get someone else to make it? Is it made by a cousin or an aunt? Is it made by friends? Is it made by a group of people? Depend. Think about who makes that product, because when you're pitching it to either an investor or someone to buy it, they might wonder where it's coming from. Is it made in the United States? Is it made in a different country? Is it made by you? When it's man-made, it's worth a lot more. So, and the last question is, if you buy this product, you will blank because blank. So if you buy this product, you will what? Will you be able to keep track of things more easily? Will you be able to be happier? Will you be able to have more fun? Because it makes your life easier. It makes things faster. If you buy this product, you will have more time on your hands, because it doesn't, it takes that time out of your hands. It makes some jobs shorter. So think about, what is the benefit to the person who's buying the product from you? Why do they want that product from you? So now is your chance to pitch your product to me. So I'm going to pretend to be a customer. I have walked up to you either at your stand or in your store, and I'm going to ask you a few questions about your product, and you're going to get the answers. So you're either going to write them down, or you can make your Flipgrid video as you go. Up to you, whatever's easiest. It's probably easier to write it down and then do your Flipgrid afterward, but that's up to you. So I'm going to pretend to be the customer. What are you selling today? What is that product that's in front of you? I don't know what it is. Tell me what your product is. What does that product do? Like, what's the point of it? What does it do? Does it help me in some way? Is it some type of food? What is that product? What does it do? Why is that special? Why is that one different than the one I saw at the store the other day? Does it do something different? Is it more durable? Does it cost less? Is it going to last longer? Is it faster? Why is it special? Why should I buy it from you and not from somebody else? Like, why is your product special? Like we just said, why is it special? Is yours cheaper than the person down the street? Is it made better? What is it made of? Do I have to buy it right now, or is this something that I can order and buy later? Is it only in special stock? Like, are you only here for today, so I have to come back and buy it from you today? Or is this going to be something I can buy at any time if I need to go and think about it for a little bit? How much money does it cost? What's the price of it? And are there any deals on this product? Like, if I buy 2, do I get like 10 cents off? If I buy 50, do I get a couple dollars off? If I buy 10 now, is it going to be cheaper if I buy it now than yesterday, or now or tomorrow? Are there any other type of deals? Can I get like combine it with something else? Do you have another product that we can like put them together and I can get a deal that way? So I hope you did a great job pitching your products to me, and I'm sure I would buy it within a second. But what I want you to do now is I want you to share your pitch with us on Flipgrid. So I want you to go on to flipgrid.com. I want you to find writing poems, put in the code writing poems. I want you to find product pitches, the topic, and I want you to submit your pitch video to me. Show me, answer those questions I just asked you, and pitch that product to me. See if I actually want to buy it, because I guarantee you I do, but I want to see what you guys come up with. Remember, once you submit 5 videos, you get $10 Walmart gift card. And we are getting close to the end of our summer programming here. So we only have about a week or so left. This weekend, next, we're going to have, and then that's going to be it for our programming. So I hope we will see you guys share your poems and your pitches with us. And I hope you'll be earning your $10 Walmart gift card soon. I will see you guys next week. Bye.